Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to Season 8 of the Observatory. Glad to have you guys with us. Today's also the last day of non-daylight savings time, so I guess we'll have lots of missing sleep tomorrow. That kind of sucks. But we do have 5 people showing up today. We have a couple people we haven't seen in a while, including Mark392, the Season 5 champion, making an appearance. We also have Morphod making a return after being away for a while. Last time we saw Morphod, he was a gold pilot over on the DCL. He's kind of dropped a bit, we shall say. He is currently in the silver tier, shaking off some rust, I'm sure. So we'll see how he does today. We will have Birdseye with us in a few moments, but also today, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of announce the 2017 awards. And I've been meaning to do this last season, never really got around to it. I wanted to put something up that was a little more impressive than just announcing them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and between every round, we'll have one award given out, and we'll have one to start as well. And then at the end, we'll do at the end, we're going to do the most valuable pilot and play of the year. So that's how we're going to do it. So we'll start off talking about the 2017 Most Improved Pilot. We had four nominees, rather, starting with Code. He started playing in July 2017, and that first season was not very good. He got demolished by pilots such as Raptor and Maestro. But in Season 6, rather, he went on to win the Wildcard Anarchy, had an amazing quarterfinal match with Maestro, and he did fall in the semifinals, but he had an amazing Season 6. Lee is a nominee as well. He's been on the DCL since 2016. And it took him 94 games to find his way into the win column. He had a lot of struggles early on, but he managed to eventually become a silver pilot. Season 1, he lost all 6 games he played, but found his way into the win column in Season 1 in the wildcard qualifier. So he has improved dramatically since then. His best finish being in Season 6 when he compiled a qualifier record of only 3 wins and 6 losses, but he upset Melvin in the quarterfinals and made the semifinals as well. Maestro was on the list as well. He started DCL in 2015 and didn't join the Observatory until Season 4. He got 2 wins but did not perform all that well during Season 4. Had some trouble in Season 5 as well. But then Season 6 happened. He got involved in 4 overtime matches, including the epic match with Raptor, where he fell 36, or not Raptor, Firix rather, where he fell 36-34. And he got another win over Firix to get the number 4 seed in the third qualifier. So he did very well there. And then Firix also, he played his first DCL back in 2016, February. And in his first season, he only went 3-8, as he got pretty much destroyed by Sirius in the finals tournament. But he would continue to go on Season 6. He had a great season. Of course, he was on the winning end of that 36-34. And he had an overtime... what am I seeing here? He didn't overtime Lee. He beat Lee in the semifinals, and he ended up becoming the Season 6 runner-up. So he was only the 5th person to make the finals of the finals tournament. A little low. It's redlining, Jediluke. I think your volume's down. So yeah, and the winner, most improved pilot, is Code. His improvement over a short period of time is a testimony to the hard work he put in. So congrats to Code. And I have a little more I wrote on this. We'll be posting this to the website after, probably tomorrow, along with some other things as well. So there we go. That's that. And we're going to go ahead and start the first round here. We do have 5 people with us, so let's generate our first round and get going. Congrats.
Lee, what's up? Can't hear you.
And we have a little bit of Birdseye. Birdseye cannot hear me because I don't know why, but we'll find out. Voice activity. Oh, I see what's wrong. We'll fix it. Okay, you should hear me now. Birds.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
Excellent. Cool. I think I know why that happened, but Yeah, we're good to
Okay,
go.
cool.
Yeah, people are saying I'm pretty low, but my mic is redlining, so I don't know. I would imagine this is not a mine.
It was a bunch of people saying it in Mumble. I don't know what to say.
It's strange.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah. Marks, your home levels are listed. You're fine. So we're gonna go ahead generate the round. Unfortunately, we only have 5 people, um, and that means we're gonna have a bye. So let's go ahead generate. Uh-oh. What's going on? There it goes. So Morphot's going to have to get a bye, unfortunately. But we do have Mark 39-2 playing Melvin and Jediluke playing Code. And let's see who gets what here.
Yeah.
Melvin is going to be playing in one of Mark's levels. Mark picked Audacity, Mind Tricks, and Salute.
Interesting.
And Jediluke playing the most improved pilot in Intel X5. No surprise there, given that the other two are Squeamish and Ethylene. So we're going to go ahead and check out the X5.
Get it over fast.
Yeah, and maybe get two matches in. Let me
Double dip it.
have you yet to update your compatibility settings on your retro exe?
I don't think so.
Yeah, if you disable full screen optimizations under compatibility, I've noticed the... Oh, I have music running. That's funny. Let me turn that off. There. If you check to disable the full screen optimizations, I've noticed that the little... What is it? The stutters and frame drops we've been having have been pretty... They've been reduced pretty good. So
Interesting. Public service announcement.
yeah, it's a thing. It's real. Apparently it's not helping 100%, but it's better than it was.
Okay, good to know.
So I'm actually going to test this in our first match today, and I'm going to observe most of it from outside other ships. So here we go.
Cool.
I'm excited to have Morphot here too. We haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, I was taking a nap and I woke up. It was 2:02, and I was like, "Oh crap!" And I log on. Jeez.
Oh, I thought you were. I thought I saw you in Mumble. Maybe.
I was in Mumble, but I passed out
Oh,
while in, which I'm known to do.
nice.
I was in the music channel, and everyone was in the channel when I wake up as well. It was very disorienting.
Just waiting on Code to join the game. Looks like Melvin Mark hasn't started yet. Let me see what's going on there. Audacity is the choice there, so that's actually a pretty good one.
No, it's not.
It's not good?
No, Audacity, not good.
Audacity is not good?
No,
Okay.
it's not. It's just not good.
Here we go.
They have to rehost. Not X5.
Oh, not X5. My file also does not match, so apparently Code updated it without versioning it. Don't do that.
He got shamed, I guess, which is by Rethink, and had to update, get with the times.
Yeah. Fortunately, it's still on the new list, so I can grab it right away.
Right. I noticed it's still on there. I was like, geez, no one making any levels for a while. Just everyone's making them every day. I would log on, and Swarthy had a new one. Code had a new one. Lee had a new one.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, February was pretty quiet, descent-wise. Not a whole lot going on.
Jedi was not quiet. Not
Jedi was not quiet, no. Code was
Oh.
not quiet. You can't quiet those
Oh.
two, I don't think.
You're right.
All right, here we go. Jediluke, Code. I do need to enable my mouse. Back in. Jediluke has killed Code. 1-0. So yeah, not only is this Code's home level, it's a level designed by him.
Right.
And for some reason, I am not seeing pilot names. As I bet I know what that is. Let me check server options. Yeah, for some reason, I didn't have that up. So we'll turn those on. There we go. We can see shields now. Jedi all over Code early on. And this isn't a bad map either. It's been interesting to see.
I don't like this map.
You don't like this map?
No. It's got some decent elements to it, but it's really Jedified and
Yes.
missiles.
Jedified is correct as Code catches Jediluke with a smart missile he didn't see.
But to Code's credit, I like some of his other maps so good.
Yes. I mean, I don't know if this is his first effort or what he's done prior to this, if anything.
Yeah, he's made a number of maps, but this is something he spent time with Jedi and really made it more to Jedi's liking. So
Yes.
I think that's a factor. Jedi liking.
Yes. The token mega missile sitting in the corner that you can't get.
Yeah.
Oh, head on. Apply directly to
Ooh,
forehead.
Yeah.
As Jedi doing his trademark launching missiles everywhere. Oh, nice fusion.
The fusion to the face.
6 shields remaining for Jediluke. Code just has to pretty much sneeze on him. Any weapon except Vulcan will one-shot him.
It's one thing I think young Code isn't as aware of sometimes.
Nice.
Well, doesn't matter. He slings the fusion. How much damage he's just taken, and how he should proceed after that.
Yes. To be fair, Code has gotten a lot better.
Sure.
I mean, even since Code getting a suicide there.
Yeah,
That'll
they
play
always
into
have to prove
Jediluke's
us
hand.
wrong, right?
Exactly.
They always have to prove us wrong.
Yeah, the performance of the game is kind of jumpy for me, but I think that's more of my other issue that I'm having with my mouse.
Real smooth for me.
Yeah, I think it's not a problem. It's not locking up for seconds at a time like it used to, which is very helpful.
I guess I
So-
got kind of lucky with that one. Yeah.
Oh, Code can't get through the door in time. Jedi 5-1. Yeah, it looks like there's kind of like 3 main corridors to go down. You got the big one.
Oh,
Nice
that was
fusion.
nice play by Code.
Yeah, that was really nice.
He trapped him there.
Mhm.
He delivered the fusion on time.
Yes. You got these
Can you think of it, and
hallways
can you
here.
do it?
These hallways all have grates of some form in them, which makes for some. It's very wrathy, I think. Code with 2 in a row here.
It's almost like this level is some sort of like logic porn or something like that. It's just like it's gotten so objectified, taking it so far out of the realm that you get this.
Yes.
Obviously kidding.
Oh, Code getting behind Jedi there. Jedi has to skedaddle. Not often you see Jediluke on the run from another pilot. Code with some wild fusion there. Jedi able
6
to take
to
him out,
3.
but nice
Jeez.
spawn. Spawns right on his death.
I missed it somehow. I just don't talk to me. But a good effort so far from you.
Yes. Code also with a suicide in there too, so well we got a what the crap.
World Trade Center. Always remember Code. Good
Yep.
boy.
Was he alive for that? I don't think he was.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna block that out.
I'm sorry. I apologize to anyone that I may feel old there. 7-4's Code gets another one.
Oh my god. Wow, go Code. Definitely rooting for Code.
Morphod is questioning my not often seeing Jedi run from another pilot. There's always be escaping, and then there's abject panic, get away from this pilot.
That's
Jedi
true.
doesn't often
That's
have
true.
the latter of that.
Right. Just feels natural. It's not panicked. It's totally normal. It happens all the time.
Yep. So I think I'm pretty
Yeah.
satisfied with this. We're gonna.
You can tell by their
Code
flying
here.
posture if it's panicked.
Yeah, this was reminding me of another fix, kind of a fix that I want to put in for this, because the camera in observer mode is very smooth, but the ship movement is not. That's something we could probably fix.
Cool.
Nice homer there, taking out Code 8-4.
Oxymoron. Sometimes that can happen. Not often.
See Jedi sticking to the edges of this map so much. The only time he seems to come to the middle room is when he thinks he has an advantage.
Yeah.
Code, on the other hand, seems to be living there. About the only time that we see Code go out of the middle room is when he's picking up weapons. Sometimes when he does that, he gets trapped.
Well, it's one of those things where Jedi is really good at defying conventional wisdom of more space would be safer. But he uses a lot of these tight areas for cover. He just counts on you to F up.
Yep, like that. Code not correctly seeing that. And Jedi coming to the main room with the Vulcan. Again, he sensed he had the advantage with Code just
Very
spawning.
nice.
10-4, good buddy. 3 in a row for Jedi.
Here we go.
Code with a little bit of typing. You should not be
Oh!
alive. Wow.
See, he's been hanging out with Jedi a lot.
Indeed.
You know?
Jedi is at 35 shields.
Well,
18 of those coming off of kill shields.
Right.
Actually, I'm not sure. I think the first one was when Code picked up 10 speed, so maybe even up Jedi take him out with some smarts there. Yeah, the camera is stabilized. The pilot, the ship itself is not.
Right. Jediluke is not stable. Do not let your kids near him. Don't do it.
Yes. Ooh, close one there by Code. Well, not going to take much to take out Jedi, but getting that kill is not easy either. Ooh, very close. And Jedi just doesn't have the missiles to track him down there. Code running into that. 12-5, Jediluke so far doing as expected. Nice lasers there. 104 damage on Jedi.
Whoa. Looks like a lot of damage.
Yes.
Is there a hack going on?
Nope, he's taking shields. And now 98 on Code. That's both pilots under 10 here.
Yeah. Wow. Get the feather out.
Indeed. That's all it'll take.
Code still shooting fusion, of course.
Yeah, not a good thing to shoot here. And Code's Vulcan's not all that bad either.
It's not bad, but when you're that low and you just need to sniff on them, you know, get spread out, get the Vulcan out.
And they'll kill each other. I was just about to say that Code was doing a good job of dodging some homers and concussions from Jedi. Oh, nice shot there. Jedi, no chance. 13-7 now. Code looking for the double digits.
Come on, Code, get him. Double digits Code. An X5 would be impressive.
It would be very impressive. Not a lot of pilots can do that. We've seen times
Very
when
true.
gold pilots can't do that. Hell, sometimes gold pilots struggle to get one.
Oh, and the fusion lands half a shot.
Does. Jedi down to 30. Code's just been getting chipped away at here. Oh, now he's in trouble. And again,
Jediluke.
they'll kill each
Good
other.
job on getting his shot in there.
Yes,
Squeezing that fusion off just in time.
14-8. That's one way to put it.
I wasn't thinking like that. It's a G-rated show, Ronkley.
It is. Jediluke getting both shields from that. So he was able to get to the spews first. Both pilots using fusion now as Code gets caught up. Ooh, that could have been a kill for Code there. Oh, and he runs right into the... He must have seen that coming from
So
like a
those
mile
kills
away.
against Jedi, oh,
And,
this is,
yep.
it's over, it's done, meltdown impending.
We'll see. Yeah, Code taking a ton of damage there. He's just about dead. Well, that
It's
fusion
that
almost
mode.
got him too.
You worked so hard against Jedi, and suddenly you just start eating a couple smarts in a row, and all your work, and you're like, ah.
Final 6 shields for Code, and he takes a smart to the face.
Yep, yep.
I can tell he's been playing with Jedi. He's even using some of the same words. Code still has a chance to get the 10 here, but he's going to need to not fall into these Jedi traps. Ooh, that's hit by one of those bolts. But Code commits suicide.
Don't do that, Code.
I don't think he intended to do that.
Alright.
Jedi with some lasers now. Oop. A little bit of that smart gets Jedi, so Jedi hanging on by a thread. Code may be able to bring it back to 8. Here he does. And a surprise fusion around the corner there. I'm not quite sure how Code got that off.
I somehow missed it. I had to look away.
The Code ship might have been on Jedi's screen for maybe like 3 frames. I mean, it was not very long. And Code was able to get that shot off, hit him. He's got him down to 10 here. And there he goes. 9 points for Code.
Alright, Code. Good points.
Oh, nice. He only got 1 hit of the spread fire on, though. It looked like that Jedi was going to get a good angle on him, but Code able to get away. And
Ooh, nice.
the end of the fusion.
Wow!
And there it is, 3 in a row for
trap.
Code.
That was a full-on trap. Jedi didn't see it coming.
Jedi wasn't escaping there, and he paid for it.
Inspired game from Code.
A little bit of level 1 damage on Code. He's down to 3. Oh, but that's a lot of damage to Jedi.
Yeah.
Code having a few really nice points here. Even if he dies here, this is still going to be a good point for the shield exchange. Jedi down to 12, nice. 18 to 10. Jedi definitely in control of this. It's just good, really good to see Code able to get some good numbers on Jedi here.
I'm sure that's exactly what Jedi wanted this to be, you know? We talk about how great Code is doing the whole time.
Mm-hmm. We're seeing some uncharacteristic play from Jediluke, I'd say.
I would give Code some credit in that.
Yes.
He's creating his pressure of his own in his own right, but, you know, maybe a couple times Jedi could have survived that normally does. I don't know. I wouldn't want to take too much away from Code's effort.
Code's second half Code here has been a pretty big deal, too, since 10-4. Second half Code. Since 10-4, it's been 8-6. So Code is able to make sure that second half Jedi doesn't show up. Although Jedi still has the advantage, Jedi hasn't put the foot on the gas either.
He's getting chased by the Fusion Man. Code. Jeez. I like it.
Code definitely had Jedi in a bad spot. Jedi just did not want to move. Another suicide by Code.
That's
definitely, yeah, it looked like he tried to fit it through the grate, and he's taking a lot of damage here early on at this point. So back to 10 for Code, and there's the Vulcan. Game point for Jedi. Looking to double him up. Trying to finish him off.
Also, a good job settling down from the point where I thought he might just melt down.
Yeah. He definitely did not melt down. He got back, got to 10, he got to 11 for a minute.
Right.
And that, I thought that'd be it. It should be it. And that'll do it. 20 to 10. Code putting up 10.
Longer, better game than we were expecting to see.
Absolutely. And we're going to go ahead step into the Audacity game. This was 14-7 in favor of Mark.
Sounds about right.
Melvin, the only gold pilot in this qualifier so far.
Is that a dig at Morphod?
No, it's just a fact. Mark will take him out.
Morphod will be back.
Why would I dig Morphod? Morphod,
I don't know.
Morphod will be back, just I think he's still got a lot of rust on him.
Agreed.
All right. Oh, look out.
We saw you, Melv.
Both pilots under 25 here. That's the first big lockup I've had, and it was maybe half a second. Not bad at all.
I feel blessed. No lockups.
Even Morphot saying he's definitely playing at a silver level.
Yeah.
I'm sure that will change. What?
Oh no, Melvin playing at a silver level. Unfortunate.
I mean, a little earlier we saw Code run into the smart missile that he must have seen for a bit, but I mean, that last one was worse.
Unrated, not even bronze.
Indeed. 17-7, so this has not been going well for Melvin since we started watching.
Yeah, he was doing a lot better. Even like half and half, rather. 2-1 ratio.
Yeah.
Still waking up. What is this red up thing, anyways, for Melvin?
I have no idea. I don't question such things.
This makes me think he went crazy, like redoing his lawn with like Roundup or something. I don't know.
Melvin, by the way, is up for an award a little later.
Is he?
For his win over Dracona. As a upset.
Right.
Of course, Mark's got his fair share of
Ooh,
awards he's up for. We'll get to that a bit
well
later.
timed.
Yes, very good.
Very nice, Mark.
And Mark has just been playing some shutdown descent here.
Whew!
5 in a row since we've joined.
Looks en fuego to me.
Almost finishes it off with a smart there, but I don't think it'll be long here. Oh, there we go. Ends the suffering. 19-8. It
seems Mark is pretty good in here.
Only time I think we've seen Mark in here on the Observatory was when he played Jedi.
And won.
And won pretty convincingly, yes.
Yeah. This looks convincing too. Looks very comfortable with the whole level. You just watch him fly. He looks so comfy.
Melvin able to chase Mark from his cushy spot. But he goes right back there. Oh! Another couple close shots. It's going to be a concussion, bringing him down to under 40. Or it might have been a homer even, I'm not sure. He flew right into it, so never had a chance to curve if it was a homer. Look out. Melvin, again, just narrowly avoiding a smart. That was awkward. No real damage on either side. Melvin's lost about 5 shields in the last, I'd say, 20 seconds just to hitting walls.
Wall Crasher, that's his new name.
And there it is. So Mark gonna take this one 20-8. So Mark, Jedi both with points.
Well, I wonder if we'll see Mark and Jedi together.
Indeed. And let me guess. Okay, I was going to say, did Jedi have to confirm, but he has already confirmed, and it should be coming up in a moment. So while we're waiting for the next one, we'll go ahead. We'll move on to our second. Oh, what happened? Our second 2017 Observatory Award. This is for the biggest upset. We've just talked about this. We actually had, looks like 4 games that we considered. Starting with back in season 3. Do you remember Dracona taking out Jediluke in Wrath X5?
I do.
20-17. And it's not the first time she's beaten him there, but we call that the blender for a reason for Jediluke, because he just usually blends up other players in there, and Dracona was able to take him out. That same season, Melvin, that was the game he took out Dracona, 20-15 in RIP. Prior to that, I thought I put up. Oh man, I thought I put up what his record was. Oh, 13 wins and no losses was Dracona's record against Melvin prior to that game on the DCL. I don't know if this was a DCL game. I think they did make it a DCL game, but Melvin did take that one in rip 20-15. Both pilots like that level a lot, so it was good for Melvin to get out of that. One that didn't even air, Bahamut taking out Jediluke 21-19 in Pillbox X5. Remember, we were all like, "Oh yeah, Jedi's gonna win that, no problem."
No, except me. I didn't say that.
You didn't say that. That's right.
Right.
I remember you didn't say that. And yeah, Bahamut took it to overtime, and yeah, he's got game in there. And then in season 6, we had that ethylene game between Maestro and Melvin, where Maestro just hung on the entire time and ended up taking it in overtime, 22-20. It was kind of funny because Maestro was running. He was pretty much running a pattern the whole game, and Melvin just couldn't break him out of it. It worked. So he took what worked and kept using it, and eventually got it. And this was the only award that we actually had a tie for.
Oh,
we had
this,
we had the same number of votes for the Dracona Jediluke game in Wrath X5 and the Maestro Melvin game. So, I was trying to think of ways. Yeah, they both get a trophy.
Okay.
I was trying to think of ways to break the tie, and then I thought about it and like, this isn't that serious. We don't need to break the tie. Just give it to both of them. Yeah. Why not? So, congrats to Dracona and Maestro both for the upset of the year for last year. We had a lot. We had more upsets than that too, but those were I think those were the ones that really caught everyone's attention. So
many deserving nominees, so little time.
Indeed. So we're just waiting on Melvin Mark to report. I guess I'll have to force report that. It was 20-8. Oh, they already did it. Where's win? Okay, yeah. So we just have to wait for that to time out then. I am in the process of rewriting the bot, but I didn't have time to test it. So hopefully we'll be able to test it soon. So that means that one of Coder Melvin is probably going to be getting a bye this round. Not sure which. We haven't had a 6th join yet, so we might just end up with 5 today. I don't know. Kind of odd to not see Sirius here. Lee's got company, so he can't really join. I'm not sure what's up with Firix just yet, but maybe we'll have him come in soon.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the Melvin Morphon matchup. I want that matchup. I want it bad. Yeah. I hope it happens. We'll see. Melvin says, I want the bye.
I don't know why.
I mean, if you want the bye, you can just withdraw for a round and rejoin after we generate. I mean, that's a thing.
So hard to tell if Melvin's serious,
Yep.
Just in this situation.
Actually, Melvin is not serious.
Okay. He's Melvin.
Serious would be serious.
You're right.
Just want
Gotcha.
Oh, Lee's saying he can join. Well, let's get Lee in here.
Yeah. I was wondering where he was.
Let's go. Let's go.
Man. No buys. Boring.
Absolutely. Let's go. So we'll have Lee join, and we'll have 6. Let me get my type on. He's just got to remember there's a few levels he can't play. Because keep in mind, we have banned level Season 7 levels, so Lee's not going to be able to pick Asphyxiated, Nocturnal, or Vamped. But he can pick anything else. Which is it's kind of interesting, because we have seen some different types of levels here. Obviously, Wrath X5's back in the mix, but Junior X5 making a return. I don't think we've seen an X5, right, but it's still there. It's actually Junior with Vulcan X5, but that's
have to have the Vulcan.
What round are we on? We are on round 2, starting in a moment. Lee says I have a whole list. That is good. And I like Lee's choice of levels. There are a lot of some of the older levels as well.
Lee is quite the level connoisseur.
Yes.
If you needed someone to teach you about different levels of descent, Lee would be a great librarian to take you around.
I also have P-Funk joining as well, so I'm going to let him go ahead and... Okay, Lee's going to come in round 3, so we're going to have P-Funk here. P-Funk cannot choose Flea.
Cannot choose flee.
Yeah. So he needs to reset home. It's his first one he chose. So as soon as P-Funk joins, we'll go ahead and generate this next round. So apologies for the delay here.
Yeah, I'm going to step out for just a moment.
I mean, if you guys wanted to join, the Discord is right up there. Straight up. Oh, Melvin expressing his love for Morphod. He says, I missed you, Morphod. P-Funk. P-Funk. Ooh. P-Funk's first option is Wrath X5. I want to see a 30-minute game in Wrath X5. Yes, the game's reported, so it's fine. Oh, did we lose Bird's Eye? Because I heard some bad microphone there. Morphot's like, Nisa, no homers. So as soon as we get these levels in, we'll get going. I guess now would be a good time to talk about what's happening in July. If you guys have yet to hear, it's been posted literally everywhere. So if you've missed this, you're like hiding under a rock. But we're going to have a LAN this year, July 26th to 29th in Denver. Or in Parker, technically, but in Colorado, in the Denver area. It's going to be from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. And there's enough space for about 20 people. 20 people with computers. There'll be a kitchen there and everything. Just and no fee. That kind of surprised me. There's no fee for this one. So, yeah, definitely come check it out. That'll be in July. So Flea X2... Wait, no, we can't do Flea X2. Why does it say Flea X2? God damn it. It's not Flea X2. I thought I fixed this bug. I thought I fixed this bug. It's Wrath X5. Let me, It's Wrath X5. Well, I'll just explain when it happens.
Okay. You'll have to tape up your headset like I do. Give me a minute.
Is that what happened? All right, so we're going to go ahead, generate round number 2. Mark 39-2 versus Morphod. Jediluke and P-Funk. Melvin and Code. Home levels for this one. Looks like Morphod will be home versus Mark. Jediluke home versus P-Funk. Melvin and Code. Well, it's going to be... I can't tell from the levels. Because they both have ethylene. It's going to be Melvin's home. So Code's going to have to choose Take 2, ethylene, or Mythena. Mark is picking Rip. And I don't think there's a surprise there, because that's a kind of like a pocket level for Mark 39-2 as well. He enjoys that level. So Code's choice is Take 2, ethylene, Mythena is like saying, would I rather eat nails or cereal? Yeah, I think that's going to be an ethylene game. Pretty sure there. And P-Funk still has yet to choose. Would not be surprised to see a Wrath X5 there, considering both of them have it as their home.
Be funny. It'd be really weird, actually, though. 2 people with that home level.
Yep. Ethylene is the choice for Code. No surprise there.
Good job, Code.
P-Funk also choosing Wrath X5. So, let's see. Why don't we, gone to host, you little I'm not repeating that. Let's go ahead and...
It's funniest that way.
Yes. Let's go ahead and get into the Wrath X5, because I think this will be the shortest P-Funk match ever.
Wow. Until you, like, 45 minutes later, we're still in it. I'm like, dude, what? How did he do this? The longest Wrath X5 I've seen, maybe low 20s.
And I think that was the Dracona match, right? The 2017.
Oh, I'm just saying what I've seen on the tracker. Before.
Oh, on the tracker. Okay.
Just based on when he plays. Then I'm just
Well, I guess I don't have to repeat what they said. It's in the game name. Thanks, Melvin.
Definitely PG at this point.
Yep.
Come on, join this game. How slow are you?
He's pretty slow.
I was thinking it was Jedi we had to join. I like to make fun of Jedi. I don't like making fun of people.
No.
Jedi is fair game. Always.
Poor Jarden seeing that this is not a unique matchup. The last time he saw it, it lasted about 13 minutes.
Oh, good point.
So 13's not bad. That's pretty good for survival.
That is a good amount of survival.
Of course, the only game... There we go. I was about to say the only game not going, but it is going now, and here we go with Wrath with 50 smart missiles. I don't think there's 50 smart missiles in here. Let me just double check. Oh, there is. Okay, there are 50 smart missiles. It just doesn't look like there is at first. It'll look like it soon. Yeah, P-Funk with an early advantage, but that'll end right here. 1-0 Jediluke as P-Funk takes a bite of his sandwich. P-Funk holding. We have a timeout.
Pick the right game.
Yes. So we'll see what this timeout's about in a moment, or if they're just he just needs a moment.
It's an emotion. He needs his emotional support, like Hamster or something.
System keeps dropping to desktop. Ooh, that's weird. Not something I'm familiar with in terms of any issues.
There's a respawn.
Yeah, there's a respawn, but he's checking his system out here. This is gonna be fun to watch. Here we go. Just P-Funk is slowly tilting.
Wow.
Looks like he's all right here.
It's very philosophical, flying from P-Funk right now.
Yes. I think he's just trying to make sure that everything is okay. That ethylene game's pretty explosive already, 3-3.
Who's playing Code and who?
Code and Melvin. Battle of...
Always
I mean, this is
watch
we actually have two games going on at the same time that are a battle of home levels. I think the conclusion of this one is pretty obvious. The other one, not so much.
Right.
P-Funk is confused and flying upside down. I am not sure what he's doing.
I don't know. He said he was ready.
He said he was ready, but that entire point, he did not look ready. Oh my god.
This one's going to be fast.
Even with an extended timeout, that might be pretty fast. We'll see. Alright, P-Funk looks like he's flying a little better this time. It's a little bit of a jump from the red ship here. A little bit of loss coming through, but it's not that bad.
Oh boy, that was close.
And P-Funk, you wouldn't think of him as an X's player, but he actually performs fairly okay in them. Like, he is better at dodging than most.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of X's takes away some of the execution aspect and changes it to more of a trapping aspect. So for someone like P-Funk, I think it
Well, that's, I mean, it's not that his offense is necessarily that much better. It's that he doesn't die as easily as some players. Like, I mean, we've seen some traps that Jediluke's put up now that other pilots would have already be dead to. And P-Funk's been doing a good job. I mean, this is a long point already for a Wrath game. Unfortunately, it's been one-way offense.
Right, a lot of running away. Jedi's been pretty comfortable.
P-Funk
Couple
is
close
not
smart
applying
dodges,
any
but-
pressure. And you could be... You could be like at 99.9% efficient at dodging in this level. But if you're not putting any pressure on your opponent, you're still going to lose.
Oh yeah, that's what happens when I play a Jedi. I make some of the most amazing dodges over and over and over and over, but it doesn't matter because I can't trap as well as he traps me. So, good night.
And finally, Jedi gets point number 4, 4 minutes in.
I think that same thought just about every time I play him in here.
He is so good at putting this pressure on.
Yeah.
I also think it has a lot to do with where pilots are comfortable in certain levels.
What do you mean?
Like you saw P-Funk in that on that last point. He set up in that main room and pretty much stayed there the whole time. P-Funk picked up a fusion and he's using level 1s.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah.
He can shoot, like, not horrific, so I'm surprised.
Pretty interesting choice there. Oh, and there's
Oh.
another kill there. Just didn't see it coming. 5-0. Jediluke is under 10 here, so it's not like P-Funk hasn't been doing anything. It's just that he hasn't been effective at doing it. So he escapes a whole bunch of missiles headed for the closet.
Good word for that.
Yeah, here's Jediluke. P-Funk down to 30 shields.
0 shields.
Yep. And back to 100. 6-0. Jedi.
The key in this level is post-spawn. You want to try to roll them up into a bunch of kills in a row. Fill the, like, as soon as someone is dead, you just want to fill the level with smart blobs to see if you can get some damage off them, get another kill.
And that's exactly how he
really
got his, that's exactly how he got his third point, too.
feels like the blender at that point.
This hasn't felt very blendery. This has just felt like a solid game from Jedi. And in comes P-Funk. Jediluke with suicide on him somehow. A lag butt kill.
Yeah, it looks like a point of view.
Yep. Likely what happened there is he launched a missile that hit P-Funk's ship on his screen, but on P-Funk's screen, P-Funk was already past that missile. And it
Yeah,
didn't
I
hit him.
think that's what Jedi was referencing, but in shorthand.
The
Right.
lag butt kill.
Yeah.
Gets it right back. 6-0.
Ice Wolf's best move against me.
This is the slowest game of the round so far.
Yeah.
And P-Funk getting his first point, he's on the board, 6-1. That's 7-1. I didn't even see it happen.
Smart missile.
Yeah, I mean, that's... Yes, this might be another one here. P-Funk does get away, but... for how long is the question?
For how long?
Yeah. It almost feels like it's not if, but when. Nice damage on Jediluke there. Almost got him.
Kill on P-Funk. That looks kind of laggy.
There it goes. 107 shields. Jedi took a lot of damage at that point, though, so 8-1 right now. Other games, Mark is up 8-3 on Gorfon, and Melvin 11-8 on Code.
9-1. Let's do it.
Another kill for Jedi from a distance.
12-1.
Just trapping him in that
Thunder.
ramp there. Yeah, this is feeling more blendery. A couple of lasers taken there. P-Funk down to 3.
Which is a lot in this level.
Yeah, once you're under 35, that's like you're in bad territory. Not that you're in good territory to begin with if you're in Wrath with Jediluke, but makes his job a little easier. Jedi trying to chase him out of that room. Yeah, P-Funk's right at 35 shields right now. He is dropping some proxies. We'll see if those slow down Jedi, or... Not sure if he saw them there. It's now Jedi in the main room here. He's got 5 in a row. All of them on low shields as well.
I mean, there's kind of two setups in this level. Are you going to be the main room guy, or are you going to be the back area guy? Kind of switches off as the game goes on.
Oop, there it is. Now 12 to 1. Jedi, who was under 30 shields a while back, has climbed back up to 45 here. So there's been several kills now. He's not even taken a hit. Well, that'll change.
Oh.
They'll kill each other, 13 to 2. Caster curse there.
Loader. Jedi goes all the way around the horn.
Yep. Just chase him down and gets it 14 to 2. And now this game becomes the fastest game of the round. Just like that. Haven't seen as many good points from P-Funk as we have back on that 4th point. Perhaps Jedi figuring him out a little more. Maybe P-Funk being a little more careless, trying to maybe work up some offense.
Just ebbs and flows sometimes in this level too.
Mm-hmm.
It's more swinging.
Jedi in for the attack, down to 2 shields. There he goes, 15-2. Interesting that 3rd point was even longer than the timeout was. Doesn't feel like that. Oh, well. Murder-suicide from P-Funk there, 16-2 still. Look out. Jedi not in a good spot here, but finally gets around to a good spot and nails him with the fusion. Going to finish him off with the Vulcan. Didn't get that much with the fusion, yeah.
Ow.
He only got him with half the fusion.
Oof, not a very good connection. I was watching Jedi's standpoint. That is surprising.
Yeah. Picks him off the Vulcan. That was a nice kill. Just pokes his nose in, sees P-Funk for a little bit, and then bam. That's it. All he needed. Now you get the feeling that Jedi's stalking him at this point. Jedi even using the fusion to get some extra oomph to get away from those smart missiles. Pretty good. Oh, it takes to be good there, though.
P-Funk shooting homers.
I mean, yeah, it's effective. Look at those missiles, jeez. I didn't even notice how many missiles were up there until just now. Oh! P-Funk running right into it. 18-2. Yeah, there's a few missiles in this level. Just a few.
Yeah.
P-Funk will grab some of them. There's still a cloud of missiles in there. It's hilarious. Jedi again, just stalking P-Funk. Just waiting for P-Funk to make a move. There he goes. 19-2, looking to end this strong. There it is.
And that's it.
20-2. In the blender. We're gonna go over to Ethylene next. And it's been all Melvin the last few points. 17-10. The code has gotten a couple. But, I mean, it was 11-8 at one point, and then the last update on the tracker says 15-8.
Code is all over the map here.
Yes. He's riding the gambit of emotions.
Melvin, go to
Go to
your
your
room.
room. Love it. But it's only 8:30. Melvin
Like,
tried
is
to
he
track him
playing
down.
along, or is that a real response? Like,
Oh, Code had the angle, but didn't really do anything. It's very quiet in here compared to the last game.
yeah, it's tranquil.
Much different. That's what happens when you don't have 50 smart missiles in a level.
Alright.
Both Code
Oh, nice shot.
somehow getting up in Melvin's face there and connecting per kill. 17-11. Melvin's still in control here, not looking to give up another dark horse in this level. Melvin felt it coming and got him. It's a suicide, though.
Did he not see it at the beginning? Or did he know the whole time? It's so confusing.
Yeah.
Like when he shot, I don't know.
More typing from Code. It's kind of a
It's just-
Code thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
those
no.
feelings a
All
lot.
those P's. That was a lot of plasma that Code just ate. Melvin
those
trying to
opportunities.
finish him off, but a little too aggressive, and they end up passing each other. Now they're just not... I mean, they're getting close, but they can't really see each other plainly. Melvin with the kill, 18-10. Oh, jeez. Punishing him with the plasma here.
Say goodbye, coach.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. I don't know why Melvin's shooting fusion here. I don't know. He hit a lot of plasma.
Melvin, for some reason, Melvin seems to like going toe-to-toe with people that are fusion pilots.
Yeah, it's nice.
Doesn't
I'll
always
fight
work
Melvin.
out for him.
Definitely fight me.
Oh, nice. Catching Code. Doubling back. Game point.
Shot.
That was rude.
Feeling the
Womp
lines. See
Oh
ya.
my god!
Wow!
And he
What?
gets the kill! What did he get him with? I don't even know!
It's ridiculous.
But that spawn seemed to favor Melvin pretty good. And
Yeah,
finally
right.
finishes him off. 20-11. So Melvin putting on the gas in the second half. That was tied pretty early, and we do have one more game open. This being Morphod against Mark, who is on game points. And Morphod is in disagreement.
Disagreeal.
Agreeing to
Interesting
disagree.
choice of word creation.
Oh, hello. Morphod up to 9. Looking maybe to hit some double digits. I would say for Morphod, this is a pretty good result against Mark, because Mark typically dominates this this matchup, like by a wide margin.
Isn't this a good level for Morphod?
It is, but like I said, Mark also likes this level. I don't think, it's not something he chooses a home level, though.
Right.
Oh, and there's my first major lockup. Wasn't too bad, though. Guess I'm okay with it.
Acceptance.
Oh, lots of
That'll
laser
do it.
damage, and that'll do it. 20-9 will be the final here. So, lots of big games. The closest one was the Code game, but I mean that still was. I hit the wrong button. That still was pretty good in Melvin's favor.
Yep.
20 to Was it 20-9? It wasn't 20-9. No, he had double digits. Pretty sure. Yeah, 20-11 was that score. Code was trying to report a 20-9. That's not correct. So 20-11's the score over there.
What's wrong with Code? He thinks he did worse than he did?
I don't know. So, but interesting getting a similar score against Melvin. Just getting one more on Melvin than he did on Jedi a little earlier. But that game was 11-8 at one point, so Melvin really putting on the second half. It's good to see from Melvin because we've had a couple times where Melvin has, where Melvin's had some like bad days, and
Yep.
he just won't have that second half. And that game he did, and it's good to see him get that. So while we're waiting for round 3 here, I guess we're on to the best qualifier match for 2017. So we actually had 5 nominees for this. And back in season 3, we had a hilarious game between, I say hilarious, but the ending was hilarious, between Sirius and Melvin in Black Rose. And that was a game where it was 12-10 in Sirius's favor at one point, and that was the only time in regulation that there was a 2-point lead. Sirius just completely, Sirius and Melvin just were completely locking heads, and the turning point was in overtime when Melvin got killed by the reactor, and I still remember that kill. That was probably one of the highlights for me in 2017. I love that. Season 4, we had Mark and Jedi play Forte No Missiles, and both of them were sick. Like, were legit sick. And they still put on a classic match in there. Jedi fought really hard to try to come back. He was down 19-14, but Mark was able to finish that one off. We have Bahamut and Cyrus in Black Rose, another Black Rose game in Season 5 where Bahamut just edged out Cyrus 20-18.
That's always fun.
Yeah, and Bahamut had to come back in that too. He was down 11-8. So,
you always like to see the hero to come from behind and win. It's always nice. The villain is slain. The crowd
beat
cheers.
the villain. Everyone cheers. Seriously, though, Cyrus really put on a good game there. We had the Season 6 round. This was a Season 6 Qualifier 2, Round 2, overtime game. And you probably all think that I'm talking about a game that it was not Swarthy versus Lee. Swarthy versus Lee and Lurk. 24-22 was the overtime game there, where Lee had a 15-12 lead about 24 minutes in, but then Swarthy would come back and take it. That same round was the Firex Maestro game, which is also on this list, 36-34 in Anon. I mean, it was a 50-minute match. There were 70 points in a game to 20, win by 2.
Wow.
36-34.
Why do you think of it that way?
Yes. Just absolutely insane. There was all kinds of double deaths, murder, suicides. It was just insane game. It turned out that it's the longest modern overtime game. I have no idea about prior to the DCL era, but no DCL game's gone that far. So, and that is the game of the qualifier game of the year, the 36-34 game. Everyone, maybe it's because it was fresh in people's minds, but I think it was. I mean, just to see it go back and forth like that, neither pilot giving up any ground, it was really good. So, congrats to those two for putting on a classic. That was amazing. We're still waiting on the Mark game to be confirmed, and it has been confirmed. So we're just waiting on it to wrap up. So it should be any moment now. We'll start round 3. I don't think we have anyone new joining in. Maybe Lee. But he would be number 7. So we'll see. Jedi is going to be out for round 4, it looks like. But he should be in round 3.
So we have to get the rigged Mark Jedi matchup in now?
Well, they both have 2 points.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. going to be Mark 39-2 and Jediluke. And Melvin and Morphod.
Interesting.
Oh, man. I want to see both of these matches.
I know, it's kind of brutal.
Oh.
Kind of brutal. It happens in life sometimes.
Let's see what happens. It's going to be poor Jediluke. Jediluke has yet to get a home level against Mark during the season. Fortunately, these levels, I think, are a little more his speed. Audacity, Mind Tricks, Salute. I would not be surprised to see Mind Tricks out of that.
Salute.
He might surprise me with Salute.
No, maybe Audacity. I don't know. He did bad against Mark in Audacity, so I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think Audacity's even on the table, but we'll see. Melvin, Morphod, that's in Morphod's home levels. I would not be surprised to see a Take-Two game here. P-Funk and Code. This is going to be in P-Funk's levels. Flea X2, Rip, or Nisa.
I thought there was no Flea.
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. It's Mind Tricks. Or not Mind. Is it Mind Tricks X5?
I thought it was Wrath X5.
So Wrath X5, he's like, Code is noping right out of that. Not today. So Rip or Nisa for him. Melvin says, I'm your Huckleberry? And it's going to be Mind Tricks. So we're going to go ahead and check out the Mind Tricks game.
Definitely watch that.
We'll see what the other ones are as they come up. Yeah, absolutely.
I wouldn't call this a great level for Jedi, but obviously he's quite familiar with it.
The thing is, it's like before there was logic with X's, before that became a big thing, the game to play was Mind Tricks.
With X's?
I don't know if it was with X's, but it's Mind Tricks. Okay. His home again. Yeah, I know. I know. Of note, Mark 39-2 is presently undefeated in qualifier games. Ooh. The only other pilot that is undefeated in qualifier games that's played more than a season's worth is Bahamut, and he's not here today. So, we'll see what happens. So this should be a pretty good match. I don't know if I've ever seen Mark play Mind Tricks before. I've seen him play a lot of games, and I don't think Mind Tricks is one of them.
I've seen him play Mind Tricks with Jedi.
But it's his home, so we'll see. Well, here's what I'm thinking. Even though this is Mark 39-2's home, there's no missiles here. There's no power level or power weapon levels here. These are straight up levels. 2 of them are even core. One of them is extended core. So these are standard levels that he has to choose from. And
which one's extended core?
Salute.
Oh, I thought that was included in core.
What did they add it to? Oh, they might. You're right. I think they did. I think they're all core levels. I think you're correct.
Yeah, really gross.
It's really gross. Salute is kind of a hit or miss, really.
I don't like Salute. It's kind of boring. It's just like you're stuck on one side, and to get to the other side, you have to kind of go into some danger zone.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I never thought of it that way. I don't know. So here we go. Already we have some action, and Mark down to 68 shields early.
I'm going to predict 20 to 15 Mark.
Oh, I'm going to predict this is going to go to overtime. I don't know who's going to win this, but I don't think we're going to see one pilot dominate the other like we've often seen Mark do to Jedi in here. And even you can't even call it domination. It's more like, Mark gets a close lead, and then Jedi just has desperation suicides that make it look worse than it actually was.
Sure.
It's like the Forte no missiles that we just talked about. That was the nominee for Qualifier of the Year. Was probably the closest that they got, and that was with him suiciding back a couple points, which was good to see. Good use of suicides there.
Right.
Both pilots under 50 here, and Mark had a present gift wrapped in front of him, and he could not capitalize. Only took off maybe 8 shields. Mark's stalking him again, though. Nothing. It's Jediluke that's going to get 5 rounds of Vulcan off on him. Oh, big fusion hit. Both pilots under 10, and Jediluke takes the first point. If this is any indication of how this match is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Sure.
I am not sure when the last time these two played on the DCL.
Not this season.
Yeah, the season's fairly new. Oh, and Jedi just backs right into it. So 1-1. Interesting to note that Mark did pick up the shields from both his death and Jedi's. He's got a 12 shield advantage. Jedi taking some more damage there. Uh-oh. Oh, Mark with the excellent prediction there. Taking off another 48. Jedi's just trying to fight back to where his spew is. Gets to it with 9 shields left. So Mark with a very good point here. Takes a Vulcan hit. Mark's still quite healthy. And gets the kill. 2-1. Oh! I'm not quite sure what happened there. Jedi gets it right back. So just like that, we're tied at, again with both pilots at full shields.
Okay, back in business.
Yes. Little Vulcan's battle there. Looks like Mark barely got an edge, but gets him with a smart. 3-2.
Yeah, Jedi needs to practice his smart dodging. At least Wrongclay got the joke. If you had laughed, you'd be like, protecting me.
I think he got plenty of practice against P-Funk.
Sure.
Not as much as P-Funk did, but, you know.
Oh,
Mark is just destroying him with the Vulcan right now.
Yeah.
It's like any time these two go head-to-head in Vulcan, it's been Mark all the way. Although Mark kind of getting a little too aggressive coming out that door. Jedi was already there.
He was a step ahead there.
So Jedi able to cut the lead as the door is kind of half open.
Watch out!
Oh boy! Gets him through the door too with a couple Vulcan shots. That's nice. So Jedi with a shield advantage here. Jedi just kind of instinctively fighting for the missile trap, or shooting at the missile trap.
He was shooting plasma for a bit. What that was about? A lot of random shots from Jedi. Just kind of announcing where his location is for Mark, so Mark can stalk him.
I'm not sure who's low on the lasers, but they are, whoever it is allowing that door to stay open. Which to me would be an advantage for the player that's at full lasers. Because now if you have full lasers, you can go through that door whenever you want without opening it.
Right. Are you sure that's on their screen though? Because I've noticed
it should be. Theoretically, weapon spewing should be identical for both players, even though it's random. They use the same seed.
No, I just mean the observer is sometimes wrong on the power-ups.
It shouldn't. In theory, they shouldn't be. Oh, Mark's going to be called out here.
Uh-oh.
Gets him for 30.
Ambush time for Jedi.
So, and Jedi's the one with full lasers, so he's going to be able to just go through that whenever he wants. Ooh, Mark unable to get anything off that ambush. Definitely slowed down a bit. 2 minutes since the last kill.
Mark going the fusion route does not pay off.
2 in a row for Jedi. Again, we're tied. And Jedi being aggressive off spawn.
Determined.
Nice. Only gets him down 10.
You're right.
And that will be the door closing in a minute.
Yep.
Oh, big damage. And the fusion
Nice
to
shot.
finish him off. 3
Very
in a row
well
for Jedi.
timed.
Jedi's feeling it, but we have a little bit of a possible trap here from Mark.
And that was a very creative thing to do that most people wouldn't think to do when you have level 1s. Now, the factor was that he had quads to pull.
Ones, yes.
But it was creative to think in that moment, to just let Jedi kind of go through, kind of wait.
Oh, there's some plasma. Tying it back up at 5, and some more plasma.
Ooh. Either pilot could have had a full death right there.
Yes.
Very close.
But instead, they both take about 20 to 30 each. Jedi's going to try to do some kind of trap here. And it worked! Fantastic trap!
That was... No, it was not a fantastic
Nope.
trap. It was
We're
a
watching
complete
some Mark?
100% unforced error on Mark.
Oh, was it? Oh, and Mark gets right back with a head-on. Very nice. Yeah, but what I saw Jedi do is he threw the smart down the hall, recognized which way Mark was going, and threw a homer, and Mark just dodged into the smart.
He kind of like effed up the dodge. I think he even typed oops, I'm pretty
Yep.
sure. It was something he normally does not get killed by.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that definitely seemed to be... I was not expecting Mark to go down there, but it happened.
Right.
Still, though, it's 6-6 between the top 2 DCL pilots here, or at least by ranking. I don't think they're 1 and 2 on the ladder right now, though.
Right, I just mean by tier.
Yep. It's like we're playing a game to 14, 1-2 right now. Everything that's happened for the first 8.5 minutes pretty much doesn't matter.
Right.
Jedi get to see Mark's tailpipe there. Chipping him away with the Vulcan. Earlier it was Mark that was doing better with the Vulcan. Now Jedi's getting some nice 1,000 cut damage here.
Slow down quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. Only Mark's been gotten hit by the Vulcan so far in the last 2 minutes.
Jedi's definitely chucking random stuff, making noise.
Playing
Very
like
efficient.
it's Wrath.
Yeah.
And whereas earlier it would have been Mark winning these Vulcan trades, it's Jedi winning them.
Yeah. Inspired. 7-6.
Yes. Mark able to stop himself from running into a stream of lasers.
Ooh.
Oh, very nice.
Jedi takes a 2-point lead.
6-2 run in the last 6.5.
I wonder if this is also for DCL?
On the other side here. And Mark is just taking a lot of damage. Mark does switch over to the plasma here. He did have quad 1s prior to this. He does have Jedi kind of on the ropes, but he's not exactly the healthiest pilot either right now. Jedi very close to death here. One more shot from anything except a flare will do it.
That's gonna be it.
Yep. 8-7. I think there was a point in Season 6 where Jedi had... It might have even been Season 7 where he had Mindtrix X5 as his home. So he's familiar with this level. He likes playing it.
Sure.
And he is playing it as if there's a high missile count with all the missiles he's throwing around.
He's up. Whoa.
Oh, a suicide from Mark. Looked intentional.
Yeah.
Mark does play suicides aggressively at any point in the game.
Well, it kind of makes sense
man.
in your home if you feel like you got a bad start.
So 2-point lead for Jedi now, 9-7. And Mark in big trouble. Down he goes. So 3-point lead now. What has Mark got to do to get back in this? Oh my goodness.
He needs to change his strategy up a little bit. I feel like he's... First of all, Jedi's had some good kills, and games can be swingy, so it's going to be a little statistical fluctuation in the overall mess. But I feel like he's gotten lulled into a little more of Jedi's game and not played his game as much as he was at the beginning.
Yeah, I definitely think, another kill. This is 3 in a row now.
Wow. Strong from Jedi.
Looking to break Mark's undefeated qualifier record.
And Mark's home, too.
Follow Mark a bit here. What is the advantage of suiciding? Well, one, you know where your weapons are. And 2, it extends the game if you think that you're going to have to... If you think that you can get the momentum back.
It's one of those things
no.
that's probably expected value minus to suicide in general, but against certain pilots and certain predicaments, it can be plus value. And then if you feel like you've had an unfortunate series of events in a row and you're really good at the level, yeah, it can make sense.
But so far, it's been a no-go for Mark here.
No.
And since it was 4-2 his lead early on, it's gone quite the other way fast.
Now Mark is kind of checking things around a little bit more. Like,
Both pilots pretty low. Mark's at 3, Jedi at 17, so anything bad will pretty much knock him out. I think Jedi knows it too. He's just been aggressively spreading everywhere. But
that was a
Mark
mistake
gets away from that.
by Jedi. Jeez.
So Mark, some momentum on 3 shields will
Intentional suicide again.
Jedi gets the spew though.
Wow, I'm not sure that I like that.
Let's see what Mark does. He does have a fusion cannon over here if he wants to pick that up, but he chooses not to. He's going to load up on missiles instead. Let's see what he does. Jedi getting around that smart missile.
Good dodging by both pilots.
Yes. Either pilot taking a scratcher.
Jedi's flurries.
Mark does get his Vulcan back there.
I don't think Jedi knows where it is.
Jedi's should be, well, no, he shouldn't be out of Vulcan at this point.
If he has one, there's a spare on my screen.
Tried to keep Mark trapped in there, but Mark able to get out. Mark finally getting some good damage. Mark waiting to see if Jedi's going to come around the corner here, but he is not. Ends up getting behind him even. On a level as small as this, you can't wait in one spot like that for too long, but Mark does get the kill. 12 to
Now
8.
that looked more like a Mark kill. See if that trend continues.
And that's the other thing too. Like you said, it doesn't look like Jedi knows where that Vulcan is. I think Mark picked up Jedi's Vulcan.
Right.
A lot of spread fire damage there, and Mark is on his last leg for this point. And he did finally get it. And
Ooh,
Jedi needs a 5-point lead, but there's a very quick spawn, and Mark gets it right back.
Fight back. Good game.
Mark is fighting back here after having a pretty rough early game. Jedi just taking a couple hits and runs. Still trying. There we go. No damage exchanged. Looking at the other games, Code up 8-3 on Defunk. And Melvin up 10-5 on Morphod.
Wow. Actually, they're pretty close.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I beat Morphod in Take 2 recently.
Okay.
And that was my first win on him since I switched to mouse.
Gotcha.
I think it's like 2 years now?
Oh my.
Mark, I don't know if that was intentional.
I don't think so.
It looked like Jedi shot those.
Right.
But
When Mark kills himself, usually he just needs one bomb and he just, commits the crime there.
And he was at 60 shields anyway, definitely not intentional.
Yeah.
Jedi
I
just
didn't know how much shields he had. Yeah.
I'm sure
Unfortunate
Jedi's
bomb
quite
there.
happy with it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, goodness. Not sure what got him there, but 14-8. Oh, he backed into something.
I think it was the smart blobs kind of hang in retro for ages. You go back into it.
Oh, I thought Jedi got behind him there.
14-8. What a commanding performance from Jedi.
Yeah. I think these two have met 4 different times now, including their semifinal match in season 5, and the worst Mark has done is 20-16 win. It might have been a 20-17 there, I don't know, but he dominated the tournament matchup. But this time it's the other way around. Jedi is really playing well here.
Yeah, the last time I saw them in Mind Tricks, it really looked like bad for Jedi. So, good to see a very different and more inspired game this time.
Oh, Mark! Doubled back. Maybe he had a feeling. Definitely wasn't the right thing to do, as he's getting just pummeled with Vulcan. But he does get the kill back. So 14-9. 20 minutes gone by here. And surprisingly, this game's the furthest along of this round here. I figured Take 2 would go faster than this.
Jedi and Mark tend to have long games.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is the fastest.
Oh, it's the fastest.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Wow. So does Mind Tricks can be faster?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, Mark's behind Jedi here.
Come on, Jedi. You're 6, man.
Does finally turn around and check. Mark just could not get to him in time.
That was a long time.
Yes. Oh, 1 shield on Mark here, and he gets the kill.
Nicely done.
That's his second
Now-
kill he's gotten under 5 shields.
14 to 10 feels like a very different game. It's almost like in basketball when a 20-point lead is crumbled to 10.
Look at the suicide here. And Jedi again getting to the weapons first.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like the suicide very much. But
He
it
gets
pays off
the
for Mark.
kill! Goodness!
He took a lot of damage to get there.
He did, but the quad one's coming through. Jedi calling timeout here. What is the score? 14 to 10.
Is he gonna have to leave or something?
He does. He's got to leave in like 20 minutes.
What?
Yeah, I don't think Jedi's going to be in for round 4. He mentioned that before this round began.
Why did he ask what the score was?
Probably. I don't know. Because there used to be some score discrepancy issues with Retro. But the only time that I'm aware that they've ever happened is when a rank changes. And I'm pretty sure these two are demigod for life at this point.
Ooh, just missing that fusion.
Oh, catching Jedi napping there. Didn't get a hit though. Jedi will get the kill, 15 to 10. Since about the 13-minute mark, no pun intended, Mark has kind of settled down. It was between like 10 and 13 minutes that Jedi really built this lead.
I feel like Mark has gotten back to more his game, but is it too late? You know, has Jedi gotten too much of a lead, and it might end up being 2016 or something like that.
I think it was Lee in chat that predicted 2017 as a final. In Jedi
With who being the victor. Oh, okay.
I felt this could potentially be overtime. I just absolutely have no idea.
I just based it off the last time I saw him play, which Mark did a lot better than he did this time against Jedi. Last time they played was like 2012, what I saw, so.
And it's kind of interesting because over the last few years, Jedi's commanding lead here, 16-10.
Jeez.
Over the last few years, the matchup between these two usually is one-sided, but that one side changes with time.
Yeah.
And up until this match, it has been decidedly one-sided for Mark.
Okay.
And with 0.2 shields, Mark will get another low health kill.
Wow, and all those conks exploding around him.
Nothing, yeah. He's up to 6.2 now with the shields, but
right.
Still didn't take any damage.
Surprised he didn't time that better. Jedi coming out.
Oh my goodness.
After that, 70 shields off.
Yep.
Come on, Jedi, just breathe
him.
on him. Oh man, at 0.2 shields, he gets a full kill. That's what I'm saying. He has enough talent. Why suicide sometimes? I don't know. I feel like he can do it. I mean, obviously he knows his games and probably just laughed at me. But,
does take the Vulcan there. Pretty much a free kill for Jedi once Jedi knew he was in there. I am almost surprised he didn't suicide though. That would have made a lot more sense to suicide when you know your opponent's bearing down on you, he's using Vulcan.
I would be likely to suicide. You have 0.2 shields, your opponent's Vulcan, you're going to die, you're behind. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, without the suicides, this game would already be over.
Right.
Oh man, nothing. I thought for sure Mark was going to get some damage here. Just being very patient here. Just see how often Mark does this compared to Jedi.
Mark sits and waits for Jedi to do a bunch of noisy stuff a lot of times, and the result is that.
Destroyed. 17-13. Still trying to stay in this.
It's not totally out of it yet, but man, it's gonna be tough.
It's a lot better than 16%, wouldn't you say?
Sure, I'd say his win percentage is probably what, like 5% at this point?
Another game has finally hit 17. That is Melvin up on Morphod. And Code just behind 16-7 over P-Funk. Looks like all these games are going to last about as long. Overtime notwithstanding. Doesn't look like we're going to get overtime in any game. This game might be possible.
Oh, nice fusion.
Yeah, that fusion.
Good shot. Tough in the face of all that Vulcan to slip that in there.
I mean, it's possible for this game to go to overtime for sure, but the next few points will determine whether it's going to happen.
Sure.
If Jedi wins the next 2 points, I'm going to say, yeah, no overtime.
Wow, astute observation.
Yes. Catch a Jedi coming out of there.
This is where Jedi's usually good, though, is to finish the game. He doesn't play differently. He's not rattled by finishing the game. So I just expect a win in a 3 or 4 point margin for Jedi at this point.
It's really hard to tell when your opponent is Mark.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Mark has definitely the ability to still win. So that's my guess.
Ooh, look out.
That was close.
Not what you expect to see when you open a door like that.
No, definitely not.
Mark kind of trapped in the energy center here. Will Jedi come get him? Or is Mark going to be able to escape? Mark escapes. Oh, but takes a lot of spread fire and another sub-5 shield kill for Mark. His 4th of the game.
Right.
Is he going to suicide? No.
That's kind of how you have to extend the game. Is do really well on most shields.
He also has a kill under 10 shields too, so it's like Mark has been really good. I think the first kill was low too. I don't know if it was sub 5. I don't remember that one. Jedi looking for the kill here. 18-14.
Jedi really got turned around there.
Yes. Jedi is on the ropes with the shields. Mark finishes them off. Stays within 3. 18-15.
What the fuck about, dude? You got smoked there. I don't even know what.
Exactly.
I wasn't even close. Like.
Mark has started putting mines pretty much everywhere. Certainly not Morphod P-Funk style, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah, we will.
Just a single blueberry. Taking off 10 shields from Mark there. Now, I do want to point this out. Mark is currently on a 5-2 run. If he does another 5-2 run, that's 2020. So Jedi certainly can't be napping here.
Nope.
Mark waiting in the energy center here. Gets some noise, but he's kind of investigating. Jedi's going to see where he's at and get some good damage. Mark in trouble here, down to 57. Jedi doesn't commit to going down that tunnel, which is a good thing, because Mark would have made him pay. In the hallway. Jedi getting some more damage.
For There's some action here.
2 minutes since the last kill.
Odd as it seems, I feel like the extended long game favors Mark in the matchup between the two.
Yep. Rage Generator. This is actually the version of Descent called Retro. It's compatible with both of those. Oh, that's trouble for Mark.
Yeah, Jedi got his side, and good night.
Yep. Game point. Jediluke could close out his first ever victory against Mark on the Observatory.
Mark's just letting him make noise. Yep.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, Jedi, I want you to watch that kill 6 times in a row, because that's when you lose games against him, it's like that over and over and over. You just make a bunch of noise. Woo!
Yes.
Mark just sits patient. Boom.
This is going to be a tough ask for Mark to come back from 1916, though. There is 1915 at one point. But...
Right. I think Jedi's got it, but maybe Mark's not going to go willingly, let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. Jedi goes down. 1917.
Now it really feels like it's more in range.
It is.
Ooh, the fusion, though.
Lee's hoping for a Jediluke kill here, though. And he gets it!
Oh, and it's it!
From downtown!
Oh
my God!
It's good! What a game by
20 to
Jediluke.
17.
And what a call by Ronkley. I love it. Downtown.
Man, what a finish to that one. And all the other games are done, so that's it for round 3. Jeez. Let's see if the other ones did. We have Code taking out P-Funk 20-8 in a 28-minute slogfest there in RIP. And then the Take-Two match, Melvin pulls out 20-12 for a victory there.
Interesting.
So
I'll just say about a quick synopsis on that match is I feel like Mark had a stretch in the early middle where that Jedi got that lead where he just wasn't playing his game, and then you saw Mark play more his game, tighten the score a bit. So it was fun to see him get back to what he does, and for Jedi to kind of counterpunch and put it away.
Indeed, and it's just a fantastic match between the two, and it seemed like Mark kind of woke up at the end, but that last fusion shot was perfect. No words for that. That was fantastic.
Yeah, that's a fun way to end.
So yeah, as we wait for the scores to come in for round 3 here, we get to talk about the best finals tournament match from 2017, and. Cool. We had 5 nominees for this one. The first one was way back in season 1. This was your first cast, as a matter of fact.
That's funny.
Cyrus and Melvin. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Where Melvin built up a really big lead in Take-Two. And then Cyrus comes in aggressive suicide tactics, like from the beginning. I think it was within...
Right.
Within the first few minutes, it was like 1-0 after like 7 minutes or something, and there had been like 6 or 7 kills. It was insane, and Cyrus did eventually take that one, 35-33. And one of the things that I noted is that, but throughout season 1, I had questions as to whether or not this was going to actually work as an event, and there were a lot of blowouts, weren't too many close games, and this really for me was the game that said, yeah, this is worth it. This is very much worth it. So that was one of the qualifier, one of the nominees here. A Jediluke Cyrus match in season 3 also makes the list. This was the one where it was tied at 37-37 at the very end, and Jedi gets 2 kills in 5 seconds and finishes it out 39-37. Cyrus actually won the first leg in that too, 20-19 in Flea. So. That was a good one. Obviously, the Bahamut Mark final is on here from season 5. Mark taking that 139-37, where
That was good.
that was our other 20-19 game for Bahamut winning in Untitled. That was a very good one. The kind of funny thing about the season 5 finals is that the first time in 5 seasons that the final matchup was not Jediluke Sirius.
Right.
We had 4 Jediluke Sirius finals in a row before we finally broke it, and then we actually had a wildcard Anarchy show up in here. And this was the one between Code, Melvin, B2AF, and Swarthy in Ethylene. And
Oh, right. That was fun.
and what was fun about it is that everyone had the lead at one point after 20 points.
Right.
Or after 10 points. Everyone had the lead. And three of the pilots, Code, Melvin, and B2AF, were all tied at 34 in a game to 40. And Code and Melvin were able to pull that out. So that was a fun one. And then the Code Maestro one also made it. This was our only... Season 6 was the only season where we had matches with... Each side had a game to 10. And Code had to come back twice in that match to win 18-16. So he really held on, especially at the beginning of the Barathrum game. We thought that Maestro was just going to walk all over him. Because he got something like... something like 3 kills in a row, and Code turned it around and brought it back a second time. Hey, what's going on, Canuck? How you doing? I think it's pretty obvious what the best finals tournament match is going to be, though, because the Mark Bahamut game was just something special. The Untitled match was amazing.
I thought so too.
That was probably one of the best games we've ever aired. Was that Untitled match?
Yeah,
just so
I agree. And it being for the finals, it really added that extra oomph to it.
Indeed. So, yeah, congrats to Mark Bahamut putting on a show for sure. Mark got his first season championship there. But Jedi's got 6 others, so I think he might be okay with that. Maybe not, but we'll see. So that's going to conclude round 3 here. Let me make sure everyone is confirmed. They are. We're good to go. Let's go. This is the final round. I do believe that Jedi is out of this round. Let me double check that to be sure.
He withdrew.
Is Lee coming in? Lee's Homes, Untitled, 6 feet deep. Thine hour hast come.
Yeah.
I have not heard of this one.
It's a Nirvana D2 level that was never ported to D1 until now.
So, interesting. Another Nirvana level making it in. He's gotten a lot out of Lee here. I like it. So here we go. In fact, are all of his Nirvana? I don't think 6 feet deep is.
I think it is.
Is it? Wow. So big Nirvana fan.
I can't remember though. I thought so. Yeah, he plays a lot with me.
So here we go. Generating round number 4. Mark versus Lee. Melvin and P-Funk. Code and Morphod. And
interesting.
The Code Morphod match sounds interesting. Yeah. Those two have had some close games recently. It's kind of funny because Morphod...
The problem is they need a host.
Yeah, they do.
And their game quality is trash. They both can't host.
Yeah, that's true.
They need someone that's close to them. I tried hosting, and they said it was a bad connection, so... I don't know.
Let me see if we can get a host. Yeah, because we don't have a host for that right now. Anyway,
well,
we might. We'll see.
Night.
If not, I'm gonna have to shuffle some of the matches here.
I will not play you again on proxy. The next day.
Wow. Let me see what was going on. It's like... So he says like through Lady Silver it's all right, but I don't think she's around. Lothar is willing to host it. So let's see what happens. Morphod's got to choose from Intellix 5, Squeamish, or Ethylene if he wishes to attempt this. Melvin, P-Funk, they're going into RIP. Mark Lee, they're going into Untitled. I'd like to watch this match too. I mean, these two are fairly well matched.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and give this a shot here through Lotharbot. Lothar is in Colorado. Morphod's in, I believe, Pennsylvania. And Morphod's got to pick a level. Oh, he's going to pick it while in the bathroom. Lovely. So I guess we can start on another one. Do we have a short one that's happening here? Rip is not exactly short. Let's go ahead and get into the Untitled game first, and then we'll come and check Morphod code afterwards. Oh, this is Lee and Mark39-2. We're going to check out. And then at the end of this, we're going to have 2 more awards from 2017 to give out.
Oh.
We'll have Play of the Year and MVP. As soon as this Untitled game comes up, we'll get in. But yeah, me and Morphod and Code in one day, we had 3 games with, we each played each other, and I beat Morphod. Code beat me. Morphod beat Code. So we were all 1-1 against each other. Hopefully those games will be coming up pretty soon here. There's the Untitled game. There's the Rip game. And the other game is going to be Ethylene. Yeah, you guys got it. It's Lotharbot. Unless Lothar's having issues. Actually, I'm going to let Lotharbot into this channel. Neat. I just got kicked out of the booth. Okay, we're back.
You're back.
Trying to get Lothar into this channel with these guys so that he can help them out. Okay, let's see what's going on with the games here. Untitled has yet to start.
Rip is going.
This version of Retro does not include CTF. That is currently an experimental port that Ice Wolf has made. I don't remember what it's called, but it's on the forums in the Rangers. I don't know if it's been extensively tested. I know a bunch of people have been playing, and there have been some bugs found with it. But I mean, it's excellent to get somebody to basically finish off what Jake started.
Interesting.
The Untitled game came down. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, it's back up. Of course, the Ethylene game is coming up as well, but if that gets to 3 at 3, I'll go into that. We'll see what happens.
Some major problems. People not joining fast.
Oh no, I mean the Ethylene game was some. I don't know what's up with the Untitled game, but
That's what I'm saying.
just the fact that we're even able to get the Ethylene game going is pretty good.
Yeah.
The game is up. Oh, we're waiting on Morph. Morphod said he was taking a restroom.
Untitled is going. A minute.
Okay. Oh, Marfot's back. Let's just hit Athlete here. Untitled took so long. Yeah, I actually did not know who Jinx was. I never even heard him until I came back playing again.
Yeah, me too.
But it sounds like he was a very well-respected member of the community.
Right.
He's even got a kill named after him, the Jinx kill.
Right.
Okay, something's up with the ethylene game. There we go. If you ever respawn... If you ever respawn on your opponent's smart blobs and die to it, that's a Jinx kill.
Right.
A ping bug? Oh, Morphod's not in the game. Maybe Morphod unable to connect here. Oh, he's... Okay, it's a map issue. He doesn't have the map.
Yeah.
Version your maps, please. I beg of you.
I'm all lazy. I'm like, I guess it's not lazy. I'm impatient. I went and watching Neo Lee.
How's that going?
It's 1-0 Neo. Seems like they're... Lee's putting up a good fight, but gonna be tough.
Melvin's already up 4-1 on P-Funk. That's kind of surprising.
And probably won't say this a lot, but Lee just tied things up.
That took a long time for Lothar to suicide there. He got some pretty bad random ticks on that.
That's it. Oh, the fusion shake.
Did he? Oh, Morphod spawned. Okay, Morphod's in the game. So we are ready to go.
Cool.
And Code and Morphod tied for the lead. Lothar down by 1. Lothar is not playing, guys. He's just hosting.
So they're gonna start now?
Looks like. Morphod says the ping is acceptable. Good opponent. Good. Well, we'll hold off on the good match here. Let's see what happens there. No saltiness allowed. Morphod. If I say, what the crap, take it as a compliment.
What's with these, like, fucking Sunday morning grandmas? Like, get going here. Chatting it up,
Right.
tea time.
It's not even Sunday.
Whatever, man. Hungry. Going to hear about his fucking, like, hemorrhoid problem or something? Let's get going.
Hi, Hangry. I'm Dad. I love it.
Oh, dad jokes by Lothar. How did Morphod know?
Here we go.
I'll count down.
Yep. 3, 2, 1. And immediately off the bat, Code nails him with some quads. And you smell nice too. Oh god, Morphod's sniffing his opponents again.
You have to wonder, did his macros cost him?
Morphod, very close to death here. Perhaps waiting there a little too long, got caught with some Vulcan. Not dead yet, though.
I'm watching Code just kind of randomly fly around. That's mostly what he does.
Morphod gonna wait for him in the corner.
Oh.
Get some value out of that. It gets a lot of value out of that. 1-0. So despite Code having a nice early advantage in shields, Morphod able to pull off the kill.
And this slight advantage is being green in here.
Code does get it right back though, so 1-1. See what Code is up to here. Code is doing a lot of mines here.
Yeah, like the mines.
Yeah, a bit too much as he takes off 70 shields from himself. apparently Morphod ran into one too. Uh-oh, Morphod gonna have a nice advantage here, but only gets 8 shields. Morphod just pinging him down with this Vulcan here.
This fusion dodging looks good. It's not far.
One of the advantages of being a fusion pilot, you get to learn how to dodge fusion.
Well, yeah, that's the one thing you don't want to shoot against me is fusion. Good luck. I agree with your assessment.
Oh, goodness. Well, you can't dodge what you don't see. Code ties it up at 2. And this is another one of those matches where I could not tell you who I think is going to win.
I feel like based on what we've seen so far, Morph is looking kind of spry to me. Looks better than he did yesterday. I'm going to say 20 to 16 more.
These two have traded games very, very recently, in fact. Morphod sitting in the corner of the big room. Code not finding him in time. And if Code doesn't start checking for stuff like that, Morphod's going to do it a lot.
Well, yeah, that's the problem.
Here we go again.
That's the way to beat Code is to trick him, basically. Like someone like Morph shouldn't lose to Code. He should be able to find enough tricks and chops to, kill Code enough times.
That homing missile, though, takes Morphod under half. Oh, goodness. Yep. Now, if Code can do that when Morphod's sitting in a corner, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Code just going back for the shields, but then allows Morphod to pick everything up.
Yeah, I should guard instead.
About 6 rounds of Vulcan there, taking Code down to 40. We can tie this back up again. Uh-oh. Felt like Morphod was a little slow to react to that.
Yeah.
But he is working Code down slowly but surely. Although those lasers, my god. 2 full quads, 104 damage.
Yeah, and that's a definitely
And there it is again.
I was gonna say, whoops.
Looked intentional.
Really? No,
He just kind of like, yeah,
I didn't see
I'll
it.
die here.
Look down. I usually don't like the intentional suicide right after your opponent just died because they're gonna get the jump on the spew.
Yeah, Code was really low on shields though.
But
I
you
don't
wander.
really like that. In that situation, it did seem a little bad.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's some fusion. And Code is dominating early, 5-2. 3 in a row. I guess not really 3 in a row because he suicided.
Yeah, is this Code's home?
This is Code's home, yes. Morphod had to choose. Code being a little noisy. Gets him killed.
Can he get a what?
He did take off a lot of shields from Morphod, though.
Yeah.
Now Morphod getting behind him. Morphod, we're going to see Morphod be really sneaky in here once he gets going.
Yeah, I would like to see more of that.
This is the kind... I don't think we've really seen Morphod play this level a whole lot. Uh-oh.
He's looking susceptible to fusion, big time. Like, he's got the deer and headlights thing going.
I mean, not even that. I mean, 2 of his fusion deaths, oh jeez, almost 3 there, have been him not even seeing where Code was.
Yeah, I probably chose the wrong word. I didn't mean that. I just mean it's really effective right now for Code. He's a really moth. Really hard. But that's just good.
Well, Code able to take that dogfight. Took a lot of damage in return, though. 7-3. Uh-oh, do we have saltiness?
Yes.
I thought there was no saltiness allowed in this game.
Apparently not. Got everybody with that one.
Yep. Oh, and a big fusion hit. They'll kill each other. 8-4. Good job by Code for
Yeah, I was gonna
being
say,
able to take that back. Have mercy on my soul. Good game for Code so far.
Yes.
Oh, 68 shields down from those mines. We saw something like that earlier too. What game was that? There's
Where what?
a mine suicide where the opponent shot the mines. That was Mind Tricks, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Jedi and Mark.
9-4 meantime. Code with a very strong game here.
This looks very commanding. One morph.
Morphod not falling for that. Oop, there's some lasers. But, I mean, this fusion is...
That's good. Yeah, see, morph need to change it up a bit. Maybe the lasers will work for him. You're down 9-4. You gotta do something different.
And the proxy did some damage, and the Vulcan did the rest. So 10-5. Code doubling up Morphine. I don't think I saw this kind of outcome in this game.
No, I don't think anybody did.
Oh man, the plasma.
And Morph is just getting outdogged.
Fantastic play by Code there.
Not even close in a fight like that.
I like how Code was able to stay with the way Morphod was flying there and not change the way he was flying.
Yeah, he just did a good principle, minimal movement. There was no reason to move. He was in position. He kept his position. He got the kill. And it sounds simple, but a lot of people, when they're playing this, just keep moving, moving, moving.
And Code just runs over Morphod there.
Well, yeah, it's a bad spot for Morphod.
Yeah.
You're in a short zone there. You got Vulcan.
Oh my god. And Morphod's had enough.
Yeah, it's not going well.
Morphod needs to mentally get into this game because he's now being tripled up here.
Right.
Is Morphod going to chase here? Yep. It's interesting because early on, I mean, like the one kill where Morphod was able to hear Code behind him, turn around and nailed him. You know, Morphod does have some of his game here. It's just very sporadic because both pilots opting to camp here. Code will suicide. Morphod will pick up the spew.
Is now in just suicide tactics.
Yeah, he is no Mark 39-2, although Mark had a lot of trouble in his game too. There were a couple of suicides from Mark, but it seemed pretty questionable.
Yeah.
And there's some more fusion. Morphod does finally land some of those quads, but this match is all Code so far. Nearly had Code there. That'll get him.
Was it really that nice? Or are you just being polite, Code?
I mean, this is a no saltiness game, so...
Yeah. It was just one smart ball. Excuse me. Fred. Notice Code is making a lot stronger effort at trying to be polite.
Yep. There we go. So Code up 12-5, but Morphod spawning on the spew nearly gets Code there. And Morphod's going to wait. No, he's not. Code's going to suicide.
Yawn.
And again, another not really good suicide from Code here.
No.
He does get his fusion back. Are there 3 fusions on this map?
There shouldn't be, no.
Okay. Because he got that fusion back pretty quick.
There's 2 of everything. It used to be asymmetrical, but he fixed it. Or, according to him, he fixed it. He intended it to not be asymmetrical ever. But it was.
Oh.
That's sort of the, like, Jedi making noise kind of thing. Too much noise, man. You weren't thinking about what you were doing.
Yep. Morphod needs to think about taking a bite of the sandwich.
Yeah. Sure. Well, let's see if you can stop it.
Yeah, it's yeah. The nonsense ain't coming from Code.
No, I mean it wasn't like it was just
here
kind
we
of
go.
his
Here
game
we
was
go.
out of the head was out of the game kind of thing.
Nothing.
Oh, that was just an aim. Ah,
I think he was expecting Code to keep going, and Code just sat in the corner, and that's a smart missile. It's going to take out Morphod.
That's so frustrating when you've got someone's back like that and you end up dying. Oh.
Not only that, I mean, Code didn't even take a point of damage. Morphod running into some mines there. Morphod overcharging here. Took about, looks like 8 shields. Oh boy. Down he goes.
If I was Morph against Code, I would probably be using some more plasma. I feel like that would keep kind of Code at arm's length. It's good when Code charges you and stuff like that. You can kind of punish him for that.
And here's the thing, Morphod's not bad at plasma. I don't think we've seen it from him the entire game.
I really think that would be a good route against Code for him. I mean, this Vulcan in tight areas is a mistake typically.
Code just gingerly working his way around those mines over there. Morphod will just do a quick dodge there. Kind of staying in that corner for now, trying to get something to work here. And takes a homing missile for his trouble. Morphod trying to get behind him here. Thinks he knows he's on his tail. Does get 4 damage off of him with that mine. Code was far enough away it didn't do a whole lot. Let's see. This is the last game of the round. The other 2 games are already done.
Okay. I feel like Code's procs dropping is very dangerous sometimes. He's gonna get those shot and his butt exploded sometimes.
Code can take him out. 15-5.
Yeah, this looks real rusty. What's going on?
It doesn't say it at the top, but Code is on a 5-0 run here, if you count all the suicides that have happened. This was 10-5 at one point.
Some sort of meltdown.
I mean, it's interesting because it's like I feel like Morphod has been doing a little better, but just not good enough.
He's just tactically making a lot of mistakes that I think you can just point out. Like Vulcan in a tight area is not checking his side and leaving himself exposed while making a lot of noise.
There we go. 15-6. Mark taking out Lee 20-8.
I think Morphod should just watch like 2 hours of Mark 39.2 demos, and that would help.
But
I would say as a joke, you know,
not from the Mind Tricks game.
Sure. Or Jedi or someone. Just watch someone that's real efficient and kind of get back in touch with some of that stuff.
Again, Morphod's had enough. He's in anger suicide mode right now. You can definitely tell that there's some rust with Morphod's game. It's not like he hasn't been playing, he just hasn't been playing as much as he used to.
I feel like his head is not in the game. In terms of tactically, I'm not when I've played him in the past, and even if I won by a good score, I really felt like he pushed me mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas this doesn't look like the same guy in terms of his slices.
Morphod catch him in the corner there, or in the hallway rather. 15-6. Ouch. This is Morphod was just stood there. That's the second time we've seen him kind of camp an area, and Code's just like, okay, I've got fusion.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen if you just sit in those back areas. It's a fusion throwdown is basically what it is.
Yep. And the fact that he's done it pretty much all game for the past 20 minutes, that means Code is expecting it now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Morphod can't pull the trigger, and Code gets him with some nice placed quad fours. 17-6. Very unexpected score here.
Yeah.
And Morphod says no.
Oh my god.
17-5. This is a 7-0 run for Code.
I don't like seeing this part. It's like, dude, you're going to lose the game. Don't suicide. Just make the score look more cosmetically better and let the game finish earlier and so you can go relax.
That's not Morphod's styles. He takes... That's questionable there. That was like... I felt that was nowhere near Morphod. But regardless, he takes half the fusion hit.
Lothar's perspective.
That is true. Lothar is the host of this one. And Code will commit suicide here.
What is going on? It's so weird game.
How many suicides have we had here?
I'll just end this game already. This is bad.
7 suicides between the two pilots. And I think Code's had more is the thing. Code will take him out. Regains the 17-5 lead. 17-5. I mean, is this Jediluke and Wrath against a bronze pilot, or...
Yeah.
It feels wrong.
That's what I'm saying. He should watch some demos, or maybe watch some demos of himself from a year ago. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a batter whose swing is off or something. You watch your old self or something.
Maybe 17-6. And again, just expecting Morphod to be there. Comes in and attacks. Absolutely horrendous. Here, very little damage.
What was horrendous? Just the fighting?
Just the lack of damage. Okay. There we go. Well, there's a fusion. 18-6.
But you notice a trend every time it's in these tight quarters. Fusion is good in tight quarters.
Yep. I don't know if Morphod just decided to not play Fusion this game.
I don't know what the deal is.
He's definitely a Fusion pilot.
I mean, if you decided that, say, hey, maybe I think Code's Fusion is better than mine, then maybe you don't want to go toe-to-toe. But in that case, you use the antidote. You use some plasma and keep him at a distance.
Mm-hmm.
But he seems to be using Vulcan and keeping him at close range.
Yeah. To be honest, oh
God. Here we go. Somehow this game is still going.
Yes.
It's entertaining in a weird level, but it's not the prettiest descent that I've seen.
There we go. Code finally able to track down Morphod there. Code looking for the knockout blow. Gets half of a fusion there. So 19-7.
Finish him.
Oh, well, that's not going to finish him. That's Morphod, who's... Spreadfire can be suspect at times. Pretty on point there. Hello. And Morphod loses him. Morph's holding on to the missiles. Gets some nice damage around Code. Ooh, almost got him. Gets the Vulcan the other way, and Morphot's going to suicide out of that. 19 to 7 again.
Boo, etc.
Because you have to hit him 10 times with the spread fire. You only hit him 8.
Yeah.
Code just throwing mines everywhere. Well, Code almost tried to get behind him there, but for some reason thought better of it.
Oh my god.
Now Code with a suicide. Code does not need to be suiciding here.
Trash. What are we watching?
Code does not need to be suiciding anymore.
No, you have 19 points. The dumbest thing you can do is suicide when you have 19 points. The dumbest thing.
I've won a game because my opponent suicided on 19.
Right.
You don't do that. Now, granted, I
no,
had
you
18
don't suicide
at, the time,
at 19. There might be like one situation that could possibly be drummed up, but they are so seldom and definitely not here. The one way you lose this game at 19-7 is to take points off the board.
Yes. And Morphod coming through, trying to finish him off with Vulcan. He's got a ways to go. 34 would require 9 hits. He's got his fusion out, though. Let's see what he does with it.
Oh my god, the game that won't die.
Come on. His pilots are dying enough.
Right.
Uh-oh.
That timer in his head needs to go off of where Code could be. You know, he gives up his back.
Yep. Code figured out where Morphod was, but could not finish him off. I could kind of tell that Code had an idea, because he's just kind of like waiting underneath that hallway. Morphod does get a kill. 18
What's with all the whats and all the comments? It's like basketball players who commit fouls over and over, and they're like, "I didn't commit the foul. What happened?"
Yeah. Well, it's 19. Or soccer players do a similar thing when they are trying to lobby the referees.
Right. There's no lag referee to lobby, though. It seems like there is, so that people think they can talk about it and it'll change something.
Oh, Morphod getting behind Code here, but Code goes the other way. And this all of a sudden feels dangerous for Morphod here. Yep, there he is. Oh! Code able to sneak up on Morphod, but not able to kill him. Nice turnaround! Morphod putting up 9 on the board.
Code, you should suicide right now.
No, please. As we said that, he did 25 damage to himself somehow. I don't know what he did. Certainly wasn't Morphod doing anything. Morphod at full health here pretty much. Yeah, if there's another Code suicide here, I don't know what to think.
I'm gonna X out the game and just unplug my computer and just go leave the house or something.
Oh, Morphod here's the bump on the wall but can't get anything from it. He reacted immediately to it too. Much better reaction than we've seen most of the rest of the game.
Yeah.
No damage on that dogfight there. That thought something was coming through.
Boy, how about my early evaluation? Boy, Morph's looking good. He's bouncing around. What a bunch of bull. What a bunch of bull.
Morphod gonna have to dodge that. Expected Code coming behind him and wasn't there. Morphod is determined to not give up this final point. Oh, gotta watch out for confusion.
I don't think he wants to be single-digited.
He doesn't want to lose. I know Morphod. It's win-loss.
It's over.
I don't think he's gonna come back from 19 to 9.
No.
He was at 19-7 at one point. This game was over then. I don't know. We'll see what happens when he hits 10. If he stops suiciding when he hits 10, then we'll know.
Just really want Code to suicide. The only reason I'm still watching.
Oh, Code's typing!
Okay.
And Morphod gets
He got hit.
20 damage in on him. Oh, there's the fusion hit. Only half, though.
It was timed oddly, too. It just sits in the middle of the room and decides to type.
This could be it. Morphod goes down 20-9 is the final in a game that had 9 suicides total. Code had 5 of them. So, my goodness. That was a crazy finish. I tell you, that was interesting. It looked for a while that we almost had second half Code again. Like how we had against
Second half
Jediluke.
Code. That is not a thing or anything. Let's hold our horses on that whole thing. Slow down a bit.
You have to admit he did a good job of holding Jediluke in the second half of his game. And he almost did the same thing here. I mean, he started off the second half 5-0.
Yeah.
But then
it was great.
Morphod, I don't know, decided to start playing, maybe?
I'm not sure.
I'm not entirely sure how to describe the end of that game, but entertaining nonetheless, as we have 3 pilots that have gotten 3 points today. Jediluke, Mark, and Melvin all with 3. So that'll be very interesting to see how the rest of this rest of the qualifiers go. Of course, Jediluke did not play a 4th game. That's 3 out of 3 for him, 3 out of 4 for Mark and Melvin. So Code getting a pair. The Morphod P-Funk on 0 for now, but we'll see. We have another qualifier next week, another qualifier the week after, and then we'll do the finals tournament on the 31st. Looking forward to this, so it'll be pretty cool. But before we go, well, first I have to ask you, play of the day? You're thinking.
Oh, say it again. Sorry,
play of the day?
Goodbye to Mark. Play of the day today. Yeah. Man, that's tough. I feel like my mind was erased by the obscenity of the last game. I feel like I have to have like an anti-play of the day of like Code suicide at 19 or something.
Yeah, that's an anti-play.
Honestly, for play of the day, it would have to be some move by Jedi in the Jedi Mark game but I can't think of the particular play for whatever reason.
That fusion just sticks out in my mind.
Oh, the end of the game. There you go.
The last kill
play of the day.
was definitely stuck out in my mind as a good kill to finish it off.
I agree.
But we talked about play of the day, and then we have a play of the year, and this I'll talk at length about this a little later. So we had 6 nominees for the play of the year. And a lot of them were pretty good. And I highly recommend that if you have not seen these, to go back and watch them, because it's pretty interesting. Starting with the Season 2 finals, Jediluke versus Sirius. This was towards the end of the Junior with Vulcan match. And at that point in the match, it was a foregone conclusion. Jediluke was going to win. But what happened was, the very long tunnel in Vulcan in Junior. Jediluke was playing that tunnel pretty much the whole game, and Sirius shot a homing missile at him through that, and he pretty much went almost the entire length of that tunnel with that homer chasing him, and right at the end, Jediluke makes this move.
I remember this.
That makes the homer crash into the wall.
Yeah.
Like at the last possible second. It was really cool. So definitely check that out. Jediluke versus Lotharbot. The only time Lotharbot joined and Jediluke. This was when Jediluke's fusion turned on.
His coming out party.
Yes, and what a party it was. He got 4 fusion kills. I don't know if it was in a row, but it was out of 5. Yeah,
right.
And it was insane, and I just lost it at that point because I had never seen Jediluke pull out as much fusion as he did like that. So,
I'd seen that, and I expected that kind of shooting to be coming, but to see it all come together and to look so confident, and it was more than I expected, even playing with him.
And that was the Season 3 qualifier to Round 2. So if you want to go look at that, we have this all up on the website as well.
What's that website?
It's
up
in the corner. Which corner?
Oh, it's up in the corner.
Yes.
People like me don't see that kind of stuff, so you gotta tell
Oh,
us where things are.
runkley.com/gaming/the-observatory. I have yet to put up season 7, but I'll do that tomorrow. And then the following round in the same day, season 3 qualifier 2, in round 3, Morphod and P-Funk played Lurk, and sometimes proxy mines work out, and sometimes this happens. And they were just putting proxy mines everywhere, and somehow they both simultaneously died to their own proxy mines at the same.
I mean,
it's at the same time. It was.
it's like that.
When
That
does
play
this
is
happen?
just special place in my like Descent heart for all time. Like of all the plays I've ever seen, that's like up there in terms of just pure like entertainment.
Pure insanity. It was very entertaining.
Yeah.
So the first game of season 5, we got to see Lee play. I think it was Melvin, and oh my goodness, I have the wrong thing here. I'll have to fix that later. But basically, Melvin had the game won, and towards the end, Lee was dogfighting him, and he makes this spin move on Melvin and gets the kill.
Right.
And I remember you saying, "Oh my God, it's the whirling dervish."
Yeah, totally.
It was a really good move by Lee, and
It was.
it ended up getting the kill. I mean, obviously the game was done at that point, but it was really good. And then season 5 qualifier 3, in round 3, we had Mark and Jedi play. This wasn't the same Forte game that we talked about earlier, but this was a different one. And early on in the game, basically, Mark came around that long tunnel along the side. You know, has a grate on part of it, and then it comes back. And he was just too slow getting around it. And basically, what was happening is Jedi was firing at him, and he just literally stopped on a dime and then just turned and nailed him with fusion and took him out.
Yeah.
And that was an exciting moment. That was a very good play. And then finally, the season 6 quarterfinals, Lee was in take 2 with Melvin, which, by the way, that was a great game. Lee was playing take 2 against Melvin, and Melvin surprised him in that big green room. And Lee had to just kind of twist and turn, and he was upside down at one point. Finally makes it out of the room, and as soon as he gets into that red room, he comes down, fires I don't remember if it was a fusion, I think it was a smart missile, and Melvin ran right into it. And he just turned Melvin's opportunity on its head and took the point away from him. So Lee really I remember that kill very fondly. It stands out. But and keep in mind, you know, these awards are all voted on. This is not something we select. They select the proxy mine suicide.
I can see it. It's just so great. Like I said.
So Morphod and P-Funk, I don't know if this is congratulations or something else. But you guys got play of the year. Good job.
Yeah, and then finally, you both earned it.
And then finally, we're going to talk about the most valuable pilot. And we define this as the pilot who consistently demonstrates his or her superiority over other pilots. Typically, the pilot's going to be both active and dominant, and is fearsome to play no matter what your skill level is. So the 4 we had was Bahamut. And Bahamut, I don't have his record here, but he did play once in season 3, but it wasn't until season 5 where he went undefeated in the qualifier stage, including that Pillbox X5 win, and then he got the 2nd seed, took out Sirius in short order, and then had that epic match with Mark 39 too,
right?
Where he actually won the first half of it and nearly took the entire tournament. Couldn't quite do it though. Jediluke, of course. I mean, I do have his record here. In the qualifiers, he was 65-6 in 2017.
That's pretty good.
He finished all 6 seasons as the number 1 seed in 2017. He's 11-1 in finals tournament matches.
Impressive.
5 championships and 2 consecutive not consecutive perfect seasons. He does have 2 consecutive perfect seasons, but that's season 6 and 7. But in 2017, he had 2 perfect seasons. He's on his way to a third too. I mean, he's already started undefeated so far this season. So we'll see if he can keep going with that. Sirius.
It'd be tough.
Sirius was kind of like an oddball choice because he would have some matches in the qualifiers where, it didn't look like he was playing all that great. He takes some losses against some pilots.
At the same time, he was in the finals so many
He's
times.
4 times in a row. He made it 4 times in a row, and his qualifier record was only 23-16. But
really?
In the finals
That's so hard to
tournament,
believe.
it is. In the finals tournament, he was still 6-5. 4 of those losses to Jediluke in the finals.
Right.
And the fact that he made it that far, 4-time Observatory runner-up, that's nothing to sneeze at. And then we got Mark 39-2. He didn't play all that much, but he went 10-0 during the qualifiers and 4-0 in finals tournament matches, and took the season 5 championship as well. So, and I don't think it's going to be a surprise, but what was a surprise to me was that this vote was unanimous. There was not a single vote for anyone but Jediluke.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know who it is now. I know who I voted for.
Yes. So
yeah, well, it's just he played the most. I feel like if Mark had more wins, I would have considered him. It just wasn't enough when Jedi has played so much more.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was more the criteria,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the fact that it just seemed like even when he lost, the games were close. Yep. He only had that one. I think there was like only one game where he didn't play that well against Mark. But
yeah,
still.
I also noted that he didn't get as many games as Mark did in his home overall. I feel like Mark had more total games in his home.
Yeah, well, yeah. The only time they played in Jedi's home was in that finals tournament, and Mark beat him there.
Right. So that was just one time, and it just wasn't quite enough games. If Mark had played more, maybe he could have been a consideration to me. But I definitely would want him to be on the ballot. But Jedi
absolutely.
had so many overall wins that it really just has to be him, and I think everybody agreed.
Yeah, absolutely. So congrats to Jediluke, and that's going to do it for this week. I'm gonna take a quick break here, but I'm gonna be coming back in like maybe half an hour. I need to practice some sub-level 0 because I'm going to be in a speedrunning marathon, a live speedrunning marathon here in San Francisco in April called Calithon, and I will be running. Unfortunately, the time is really bad. It's like 4 a.m. But it will be on.
I was gonna say maybe I'll check it out, but no.
The date's pretty bad too. It's Friday the 13th next month. So
Friday the 13th at 4 a.m.
Yes.
Have a good time, dude.
It'll be fun. No, but it's really awesome to be in one of these events, though. I mean, there's like some amazing players that will be here. We're gonna have the Celeste world record doing his speed run. World record holder, he's doing his speed run. A bunch of GDQ mainstays will be there as well. Voligen, for example, he's going to be running a bunch of things, including a Link to the Past randomizer co-op game, which is it's going to be pretty fun.
Past.
Yeah, randomizer.
Interesting.
Where you randomize pretty much all the objects.
I like that. I would play that.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's really popular too. A lot of people really love playing it. So it's going to be cool. That's going to be next month. So. But that's going to do it for me. Birdseye, thanks for joining again. I had a lot of fun today.
Great time. Thank you.
Until next week, guys. See you. Bye.
Later, guys.